Solving multi-step equations, part 3. Welcome back. In today's lesson, students will learn how to solve multi-step equations by using distribution. By using what? Very good. Hello, everyone. I know that it has been a while since we have solved multi-step equations, but trust me, you will remember. This is a multi-step equation, okay? And remember, you're going to see two terms that have the same last name. Two what? Two terms with the same last name. Okay? And so what family is in this equation? The X family. Okay, look at the blue terms. Before you try and solve this multi-step equation, okay, remember, normally we underline. You have to do something important because you see what in this equation? What are these called? They're called parentheses. What are they called? Parentheses. Parentheses tell you to multiply, okay? Because 3 and whatever is the quantity, this is called a quantity, right? Here, 2x plus 2. These are being married, okay? So we have to do something to these two, to this coefficient and this quantity that's in the parentheses. Anybody know what it's called? Anybody? It's called distribute. And if you remember what distribute means, you say, you hold your finger in the air like this and you say, distribute, multiply. Remember? Yes, yes. Because there are two terms that you're going to multiply. So you're going to say, with your finger, you're going to say distribute, multiply. Okay? So in the order of operations, if you see parentheses, remember, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Remember that? Remember that? P stands for parentheses. So you do this first. You say distribute, and then you multiply, okay? So first ask yourself, what is 3 times 2x? If I had 2x 3 times, that would be 2x plus 2x plus 2x. What would that be? It would be 6x. That's right. So I'm going to write that in blue, 6x. And then you have 3 times 2. What's 3 times 2? 3 times 2 is, it is also 6. So you're going to say this is now 6x plus 6. And then we're going to bring down the rest of the terms. So you have plus 2x on this side, and then it's going to equal 46. Okay? Now what is great about this is that are the terms on the same side or the equal side or opposite sides? They're on the same side. So now when you have two terms, what do? Anybody? You combine like terms. That's right. What do? Combine like terms. Very nice. So this is easy. We say, okay, what is 2x plus 6x? Just add the coefficients in front of the x. What's 2 plus 6? 2 plus 6 is 8. So now you have this is 8x, bring down the positive 6, and the 46. Now you have this equation, it's 8x plus 6 equals 46. Now can you solve this equation? Yes, you can. And how do you do that? Well, you make a T-bone steak first. What are you looking for? You're trying to solve x, right? So circle 8x. Then you ask yourself, what is the opposite of positive 6? Negative 6. Very good. So positive 6 and negative 6 make 0. Bring down the 8x. So now 8x equals 46 minus 6. Okay, remember, 6 minus 6 is 0, right? So this is going to be, what is it? 40. Very nice. All right, so if 8 times a number equals 40, what is that number? That's what it says. 8 and x are being married. Okay, it's been a while. They don't get along anymore. So now x wants to be a single lady. You divide or divorce by 8. Divide both sides by 8. And x equals, how many times do you skip count by 8 to get to 40? Skip count with me. Say 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. Good, 5 times. Okay, let's do another example. Okay, so now we're going to try number 3 on your paper. What number are we doing? Number 3. Okay, so we have 2 like terms, but before we can combine them, what do we have to do? Because what do you see right here? You see Parentheses, right? So when you see parentheses, you have to distribute, multiply. You have to do what? Distribute, multiply. Very good. So you're going to distribute or multiply 2 times 3x and 2 times 4. All right, so what is 2 times 3x? We just talked about it in the last example, right? 2 times 3x, you just multiply the 2 times the 3 and keep the x. So it is 6x. Very nice. So 2 times 3x is 6x. And what about 2 times 4? 2 times 4 is? What is it? 8. All right, good. So now that you distributed, you could bring down the 2x. And remember, this is a positive 6x. And you could also bring down the 48. Okay, you have 2 terms. Are they the same? Do they both have the last name of x? Yes, so we call them like terms. What happens when you have 2 like terms? You have to do what? If you have 2, you have to make them 1. What did I say? If you have 2 of them, you need to make them 1. So you have to combine like terms. Do what? Combine like terms. That's right. So we have 2x and 6x. What do they make? Oh, same as last time. They make 8x. So you have 8x plus 8 equals 48. Okay. So now, can you solve for this new equation, 8x plus 8 equals 48? Yes. And how do you do that? Well, you have to make a T-bone steak. You're looking for 8x, aren't you? So because you're looking for 8x, you have to get rid of what is touching or what is next to 8x. So what is the opposite of 8? It is negative 8. So you subtract 8 from both sides. Positive 8 and negative 8 make 0. Bring down the 8x. So now 8x equals 48, take away 8. Remember, 8 minus 8 is 0. So you're going to be left with 40, okay? 8 times what number is 40? Remember, it's just like the last one. If you divide by 8, you're going to get what? What is 40 divided by 8, my friends? It is 5. Good job. Okay, so this one had the same answer as number 1. Go ahead and get that down. Okay, we're going to do one more example. We're going to do number 5 on your classwork today. So go ahead, let's read this equation together. Say 3x plus... I'm waiting. 3x plus 2 times the quantity. Okay, let's try that again. 2 times the quantity of 3x minus 3 equals 48. Okay, so all of these are looking very similar. Who knows what to do first? Distribute, multiply. Do what? Distribute, multiply. Very good. So you do 2 times 3x and 2 times negative 3. All right, so 2 times 3x, we've talked about it many times. It is 6x. What about 2 times 3? It's saying the same thing, right? But there's no x. So it's negative, what's 2 times negative 3? Negative 6. Very nice. Oops, I'm going to make this in brown. So we have a negative 6. Okay, so remember, this is positive 6x. We're going to bring down now. See, now once you have distributed, that goes away, okay? So now we're going to bring down the 3x, and we're also going to bring down the equal sign with the 48. You have 2 terms that are alike, yes? They both have x, so what do you have to do? You have to take 2, make it 1 by doing what? Combine like terms, right? This is 3x and this is 6x. When you add them, they make what? What? They make 9x. That is correct. So you have 9x minus 6 equals 48. Okay. Can you solve for x now? Because you only have 1 term? Yes, you can. So you make a T-bone steak. Remember, you're leaving enough room to add 6 to both sides. Okay, don't put the T right here. That's not why we make a T. We make a T to show this is an equal sign once we're going to move this term over. Okay, so you're looking for 9x. You want to get x by itself. Remember, what's the opposite of negative 6? Positive 6. All right, so negative 6 and positive 6 make 0. You're going to bring down the 9x. And then 48 plus 6. Well, 8 plus 6. Let's think about that. What's 8 plus 6? Add the ones place. It's 14, carry the 1. 4 plus 1 is 54, or 5. So it's 54. So if you have 9 times what number is 54? Well, you might have to get out a multiplication chart because we usually don't do 9s. But let's think about it. If you divide both sides by 9, okay, what's going to give you 54? If you multiply 9 by a number. Anybody know? 9 times 6. Good job. 9 times 6. So x equals 6, okay? So that is how to solve multi-step equations by using distribution and adding like terms. Okay, I'm not going to be here tomorrow. I know you're very sad. I'm going to be over at the high school checking out the classes. So be very good for this sub, and I will probably do another video possibly. All right, see you guys later.